campaigning. And it was just like the aggression from everybody. Didn't matter what you believed in. The aggression was just too much for me to handle, you know, and I just felt like I needed to make this plead for love. So this is it.
Well, you hear that first, man. Breakthrough Radio, plead for love.
The Black Picasso.
We asking, we begging. It's the BMB be the boss. And hey, folks!
Mixing non-stop. Tearing up the joint. Live. In the mix.
Breakthrough Radio.
The Black Picasso.
Portside. Portside.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Portside. Breakthrough Radio.
This is Nikki Rubin, And you are now tuned in to the Breakthrough Radio, Connecticut's #1 radio station.
Let me tell you about the next big thing in Bridgeport. It's called Uncle Joe's Infusion, where food meets the soul. Located at 188 Pequannock Street in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Uncle Joe's Infusion is an upscale Caribbean and soul-infused restaurant and lounge. Amazing cocktails, soulful music, accompanied by phenomenal services. This is where you can get all the traditional Caribbean dishes, from jerk chicken, shrimp platter, to oxtail, and a bit of soul. From collard greens, candied yam, barbecue ribs, chicken and waffles, and more. It's not just a restaurant and bar, it's an experience. Uncle Joe's is a place to be, so to place your order or host your next private event, come on over to 188 Pequannock Street, Bridgeport, Connecticut, or call 203-612-7761. Uncle Joe's Infusion.
And we back.
Yeah, we back with the lovely Nikki Rubin.
Yes. What up,
Jersey
Bernard?
Stand Up.
We see you, Stanford.
And
We definitely working. She came straight from Jersey.
she came all the way from Jersey. We feel so special.
Come to Bridgeport to the trenches. Breakthrough Radio. CT to the world and back.
Bro.
It's worth
Came
it.
to the heart of the trenches.
It's worth it.
So, what do you, for up and coming artists, what do you gotta,
What was the task being an upcoming artist?
being an upcoming
I mean, what was
artist,
it?
like, how hard is it to, like, what words of wisdom can you give them as far as grinding to get where they need to be?
For me, I mean, definitely having a purpose to what I'm doing that's more than, about money and fame. I mean, obviously I want to be successful in those ways as well, from what I love to do and for what my message is and what I'm trying to do with it. I want to make a positive impact. I want to put certain vibrations out in the world and words and messages. So this creates a purpose for myself that's like bigger than me. And it kind of keeps me focused and going. So no matter what. And then I think, again, being authentic to yourself, number one. I don't want to look back and feel like I don't know why I did something that I did. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or that wasn't a representation of myself that I really wanted, especially musically, because music is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to make sure that I'm putting out something that I really want to put out about myself. I think that's number one. So I think that being said, you can't be so hungry to be desperate and just go towards what you think is going to be just about glitz and glam. And
No cloud chasing.
Yeah, you can't do it. I mean, most likely, like, something's going to not work in your favor, I think, or I don't want to be taken advantage of, and that's a big thing, too, is, like, there's a lot of people who will take advantage of you, especially, I've been a performer for my whole life, as far as I can remember, so, I mean, I've been around a lot of different people who, a lot of it is just going through it and learning from, like, okay, this is a scammer, or this is a BSer, or this, you know what I mean, this is just somebody who wants to sleep with me and, like, they don't really care, and then I think also, like, I think at this point, like, there's so much as to be an independent artist that is there for us, that I think that you should be working on that. So, like, also another thing is not relying on anybody. I mean, obviously, yeah,
Talk that
people
talk.
talk about
That's
their
important.
team, but it's actually really difficult to find the right people who will be this
Got support.
yeah, and this perfect
Dedicated.
team for you and be on your complete vision. And I think a lot of the bottom line is, like, the more money you have, the faster you can attain things, especially as an independent artist, because everything costs money. So even if you record inexpensively, which it's possible, even if you do the recording yourself, you do all the work yourself in your home, which a lot of people nowadays do, and it sounds amazing. To get it out there, you still have to have money. So even if you want to release it yourself for real, like the real deal, not just on SoundCloud or whatever, but like
Yes.
iTunes,
Say it again.
Spotify.
Do not send me your SoundCloud links. I will not listen to it.
Yeah, you do. the truth, you know. It's like, and that's the thing is, you know, you got to get stuff out there. Like, what's legitimacy at this point in this industry? And that is a big thing. You have to be on certain platforms, and that costs money. And if you go through certain companies, let's say CD Baby, it's not actually that much. I mean, I think too, like, finding people, like, I got information from people as I would talk to them. You have to, like, take it in, figure out what works for you, because it doesn't mean that what other people do is what you want to do or what's going to work for you. But, you know, I had somebody who was able to guide me towards putting my own music out, you know, and, like, they had suggested CD Baby, for example. So you got to pay a little something for it. But
You hear her? She said you have to pay.
you have to.
Nothing's free.
No, and there are ways to, like, do it where, I mean, like, I think for me, for example, I have a kid, you know, I'm grateful because I'm able to just focus on music at this point in my life and singing and all that, but you know, you have to budget, you have bills, you have things to do. I don't want to be away from my kid all the time, so I'm not going to be working and just to make money all the time either, so I really have to budget. So it's like, comes down to put a little here for this, and it's strategy too. It's thinking about it, like, okay, right now I need to pay for this. All right, now I have these songs, let me pay for this to put them out. Now let me create some movement for myself. When I first put, like, Plead for Love out, that was the first song I released, and then I added to the little mini album, but that was the first song. And I was, you know, I felt like I needed to bring in a little bit more. You need to market yourself and promote yourself, but there are companies you could pay to do that. And so I just started simple like that, you know. And it's terrible because I can't actually remember off the top of my head the company that I first started with that, but I would definitely promote them because they got a lot of reach, so I will make sure I promote them at some point when I can remember their name or on my social media or something. But they basically help connect me through the social media and to bring in people and that awareness, and, you know, same thing, you have to pay for service like that. But honestly, social media myself I don't think it's designed, like Instagram, I don't think it's designed for you to do yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's designed for you to need certain marketing if you want to explode it faster. I do.
You got to use those services.
Yeah, I really think it's, like, designed for that.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to play the game, but you don't have to just pay and do it. It's like, again, you pay a chunk, you try this out for like a month or two, go from there, make your next move. You know, after Plead for Love, my next move was, you know, I wanted to have a little something out by the time it was, I think September is when I put it out, so by that time. And then I was like, you know what, I feel like I need a PR person to kind of get the movement a little bit in a different way that I could maybe do myself.
Yeah.
But still, even while I have somebody doing that for me, I'm still doing it myself too.
Yeah. You're
You
not.
She's still putting in that
No, I
work.
don't think I
That's
could
the most
ever do
important
that.
thing. You got to put that work out.
It's like, even beyond lazy, it's kind of like, if you want something done, if you have a dream or a goal for yourself, you kind of have to do as much as you can on your own. That's really the only way it's going to happen, because everybody's got their own thing going on, their own lives. You really can't rely on people. And even if they say that they get it and they're with you, they're not you.
They're not going to have the hunger you got.
It's a totally different thing,
Yeah.
you know. And while they're doing this avenue, you go this avenue, and you just then it's covering more. You know,
and everything comes together as it goes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but yeah, you definitely have to have the money. That's for sure. You know, something here, something there. I need new photos now. I mean, it never ends. It never ends.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's funny because people, you know, I have a lot of fans that I built up from the acting work throughout the years, like all over the world. Loyal fans that have even carried over to my music with me. But they'll ask, a lot of them ask, you know, if I'm ever going to do acting work again. I mean, the music is the biggest calling for me. It's something that I feel like I have to do. I was given what I think is a gift to sing because it's what I came out with. And same thing with, like, words, and I really try to promote positive vibration and love. So, and that being said, loving ourselves is important too, because you can't just like let people hurt you just because you want to give love. Like, there's got to be boundaries. You know? But I think that you know, it comes down to, this is what I was supposed to do, so that's the focus and the purpose with it, you know.
Yes.
keeps you on the path you're supposed to go down.
Yeah, it was
And it's
sad.
okay to take breaks for a moment. Like, especially with the stuff that I'm doing myself. I'm creating these tracks now and these songs, and I'm not an engineer. This is something that's,
Yeah.
I love the